This is my 12th year at Clearway School, and as one of the co-directors here, one of our biggest problems is we're right next to the highway. And so we've looked at a number of products that were the wrong fit for us. We looked at noise-canceling headsets for students to see if that would cancel out the sound. We looked at soundproof barriers that just didn't really work without canceling out light. And then we finally just did a search and found soundproof windows, and we put them in, and they've gone really well. And we've noticed a big effect. We have a lot of students that struggle with attentional issues and notice every bit of background noise. And when you're next to a highway, it's not just background noise, it's very loud. And our teachers have reported they see a difference, and it feels very different. You speak in a softer tone when you're in the room. Functionality of the windows is very good. They are easy to open. You don't have to be particularly strong to open. They work like a sliding glass door, and so you pull it, it opens, you get air in if you need it on a hot day. Most of the time they're shut, and you don't hear any noise.
There are times when I have wondered if my hearing was getting to be so bad that I needed to think about retiring. Right now, I'm much more comfortable in the room, and I feel a substantial part of that is that I can now hear.
Hi, I'm Haley. I'm a math teacher serving students at a private school for students with nonverbal learning disabilities.
I work at the Clearway School for students with language-based learning disabilities. Many of them also have ADD and ADHD, and with these soundproof windows, it's much easier for them to focus and not get distracted while working on a task that I give them.
When they first said that they were going to install soundproof windows, I had really no faith that there would be any difference. I've been in my room for 23 years. They've always told me that because the windows are crank out, and these windows are also historical, they're the leaded glass windows, that they couldn't be changed, and I couldn't imagine how there would be any way they could do anything about it.
I've had to deal with the noise background all of last year for all my academic classes, and they were distracting, and I really didn't think that there was a solution.
When I first heard that we were going to get soundproof windows in my classroom, I was very excited because last year, especially when trains would go by, the kids would be distracted immediately and want to rush towards the window or, look up from what they were doing to see what was going on. So I was very excited about that.
The students that attend this school are here because very often they're distracted. Their external environment is really important. I am a little older, and my hearing is awful. I've noticed that I've not had a kid get up from their seat and go to the window to look at the trains that pass by, or when there's a siren. It doesn't happen anymore. And I can hear kids in the room when I couldn't before.
It's changed drastically. My students are more focused on their task. They're getting off from their seats less now to look at what's happening on that highway, if there was a car accident or anything like that, or any kind of disturbances.
And the kids noticed right away, actually, because when I had the windows closed when they first came into the room, and then I opened them, and they were like, wow, it's much quieter in here when we close the windows. So, they noticed right away.
It might sound funny, but I come in the morning all by myself, and I sometimes just open and close the windows to remind myself of how uncomfortable it was before.
I'm really enjoying the quieter space.
Me too, yeah. When I'm at my computer, I like to work in a quiet environment as well, so it helps me, even when I'm planning lessons and stuff and the kids aren't in the room.